In this video, I want to introduce a convenient part of Ansible, which is called delegation. Let's go discover it. So what is delegation? Well, delegation is used to run tasks on another host. And you can use delegate to as a task property to run that specific task on a different host. And that can be very convenient because it allows you to run an individual task on a different host without any need to start a new play that addresses these hosts specifically. And we can have a look at an example in the delegation.yaml file. So here we have the delegation.yaml in which we see that we are going to install, start and enable HTTPD where hosts Rocky are addressed. To install the package, so the package name is HTTPD, the state is latest, the name start and enable service. This is going to start and enable the service, and then we are going to test HTTPD access to HTTP Rocky. HTTP Rocky, we should change that to Ansible 1. Because these are the host names, and delegate to, this is what it's all about. We want to delegate to localhost. Just to make sure that this is going to work, I need to start name remove nginx package, and in package we use name nginx and state absent. When we were working with the roles, I demonstrated how to use a role to work with nginx, and well, that is going to bite our configuration here. So let me use Ansible playbook on delegation, where we can see, is this an error? Well, maybe not. Let's go check. What do we see here? Test HTTP access. And we can see server test space powered by. So we do see that it is delegated to localhost. We do see that we get this server test space powered by Rocky. But the thing is, we can see status code was 403 and not 200. And that is why it's giving an error anyway. That is more about the URI module. Let's not troubleshoot that. I will leave it up to you. We did verify that delegation to run this task from localhost is indeed working. And that's what mattered here. Let's go talk about delegation some more, and let's have a look at the slide again. So let's talk about delegation requirements. Delegation hosts need to meet the same requirements as a regular control host. Because really, you are going to run a task from the delegation host. And that means that Python needs to be installed. SSH access from the delegation host to manage host is enabled. And host name to IP address resolving works as well. And also the delegate host must exist in inventory. Now, one nice example, which is pretty common about delegation, is to use delegation to copy files between hosts. And I have a sample playbook to show you, the copyfiles.yaml. Let's go check it out. So here we have copyfiles YAML, and what do we have? Well, I'm working on hosts Rocky, and we use copyfile from Ubuntu to Rocky using the synchronize module. And the synchronize module synchronizes etc host to the destination TMP host in push mode and delegate to Ubuntu. So what is that going to do? Well, this is going to run from Ubuntu to Rocky. Now, I'm going to change this a little bit for the simple reason that the Ubuntu host has an issue that we haven't fixed yet. So let me use delegate to Ansible 2. So let's go check it out. Ansible playbook -VVV. Maybe you want to add some verbosity here to figure out what is happening and where it is happening. And oh boy, as you can see, that is a long list of information. Let's go check. Here we can see copy file from Ubuntu to Rocky. So Ansible 2 is giving an Ansible an established SSH connection for user Ansible. So this is on Ansible 2, and Ansible 2 is our delegation host. So this is sufficient proof to see that the delegation is working. And here again we are on Ansible 2, and at the end, what do we get at the end? Oh no, we get an error. So somewhere it is going wrong, somewhere after the delegation. And where is it going wrong? Well, SSH -C is going to reach out to this remote host as user Ansible. And then we get a full traceback, and this full traceback is doing what? Failed to find required executable %s in the paths. And you know what the required executable is? The required executable is rsync. So what is the problem here? Well, the problem here is that I'm using synchronize, and synchronize requires rsync to be present. So let's change synchronize to copy. How about this mode push? Let's do a quick Ansible doc on copy to see what it says about mode. Do we have a push mode? And we can see right here that mode is about permission. Well, mode about permission, we probably should keep that out or set it to something like preserve. I'm not going to preserve anything. I just want it to be default setting here. So, whoop, there you go. And we delegate the copy operation to Ansible 2. And for the rest of it, the stat on TMP hosts is executed on Ansible 1 to verify that indeed it worked successfully. So here we go again, Ansible playbook on copy files.yaml. Without any verbosity this time, we have just analyzed how it is working. So we understand, and there we go. We can see that it did copy the file from. This needs to be changed, of course. It was not really Ubuntu, it was the Ansible 2. Then we check the file on Ansible 1, and we can see that the registered variable is giving all the information about the file that I just copied, the TMP hosts. So that proves that the delegation was successful. Delegation indeed is very useful to prevent writing new place over and over again to run specific tasks on specific hosts. Just use delegation, but make sure that the delegation host meets all of the requirements.